Thank you very much, Ken Workington. The Peter Houghton 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters are on the track for race 5, and on a day like Hambletonian Day, we parade all of the celebrities through. And this is Mr. Garnet Barnsdale, handicapper extraordinaire for the DRF Harness and Woodbine and Mohawk Park, and based out of Canada. So that leads me to my first question, Barnet. You haven't been here in a couple of years, so how does it feel to be back?
I haven't been here in 3 years, and I couldn't be happier to be back. This is, this is like going to the Super Bowl for a harness racing fan. You got to be here.
Now, we are glad to have you back, let's put it that way. You and your son, Nicholas, Ace, who has also moved into the world of harness race, handicapping, and stuff like that. How proud are you of him and the work that he's done?
Unbelievably proud, and especially when I see his work ethic, and I'm hoping mine rubbed off on him a little bit because he's working really hard to make a name for himself, and I think he's doing a really good job so far.
We think so too. I read a bunch of his stuff whenever I can see it pop up on various social media and online. One of the other things that you like to do when you're here for this and most of the entire week is you help out with the Clyde Hurt Workshop, which I have been associated with over several seasons. Explain to everybody what that is and how it goes today.
Well, we bring students. This year we brought 3 of them in, and they know zero about harness racing. We kind of teach them from the ground up. So this year we have Claudine and Amanda, who are from Rutgers University, and have Megan, a Buckeye from The Ohio State University. And we start them off actually by taking them to the Giants training camp, which they loved, and I personally loved because I got to meet the head coach, Brian Dable, who was from the Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
And they got to ask some players some questions, and then we took them to the New York Post yesterday, where they already had some stories written that they got edited by editors from the New York Post. And today they've already had stories published, and today they're going to be writing stories for the Hambletonian. They get published, the DRF Harness, one's getting published in the Boston Globe. And we kind of quizzed them this morning. We showed them a race and asked them, where's this horse and where's this horse? And they're like, that one's in the pocket, that one's first over, that one's second over. They never say run. These girls have picked it up very fast. And I forgot to mention, we went to the Goshen Historic Track, and Ray Schnicker took them out on a double jogger, and they were just thrilled to do that. So
it's the greatest thing in the world, the first time you sit behind a horse.
It absolutely is. It's an action-packed week, but I think they've learned a lot, and I think they've embraced it. And my son Ace has them betting a little, so
really?
We got that going on too. It's a betting game, and we always got to encourage people to wager.
I didn't know he had that kind of persuasive power. Now I guess I do. But let's move on to the other thing too. Where can we read some of these stories? I know you and I share them on our Twitter and social media and things like that, but these things actually end up in print newspapers, which, yes, are still around.
Yes, they are. One of them is already published in the Boston Globe, and I know one story has already been published in DRF Harness on the website, so we've been sharing them through social media. And I don't remember where the third one's published, unfortunately, but social media, you'll find them there. We'll be sharing them all.
You and I are lifelong handicappers. How hard is it to handicap a Hambo Day program?
It's usually pretty hard, but it looks like it's kind of speed favoring today so far, Dave. So I think you got to look for horses that are going to be positioned near the front most of the day.
Now, not everybody can be here. You've been fortunate enough to come for several years. I've been here for who knows how long. But, for the fans out there watching maybe on RTN or another betting platform or something like that, give everybody a Hambo Day experience. What's it like to be here?
You just feel it. You feel like you're at a racetrack. It kind of throws you back to the old days when the tracks were always packed with people. To experience the people wagering and cheering for their horses and getting food from food trucks, and it's hard to describe except for that you just actually feel like you're in it, right? It's kind of like going to the jug as well. It's, the Hambo's, in my opinion, the best day of racing. You got the best horses from start to finish of this program, and you're seeing the best of the best all day.
You better come to the jug again this year, too. I'm just warning you now.
I'm going to owe you those hot dogs by then that we made on our Yankees-Blue Jays bets, so I guess I'm going to have to come.
All right, lots of fun here. A couple of seconds to go here. Maybe one more question. I can't let you go without getting your Hambo pick and maybe a best bet of the day if it still has yet to race.
My best bet of the day is going to be Al Raja 1 IT. I'm really high in this trotter. I think he's one of the best ones I've seen in recent years. The 2 trips that he won have been phenomenal. And for the Hambo, I'm going to go a straight exactor rebuff over temporal Hanover, and I'm going to reverse it just for a little bit.
All right, the man is never afraid to take a stand. Garnet Barnsdale, ladies and gentlemen, DRF Harness top handicapper. We're so glad to have you back here. Thank God this COVID thing may be over, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
You know what? It's one of my favorite days of the year, and I'm so happy to be back, Dave, and thank you for allowing me to come on your set.
All right, there we go. Garnet Barnsdale, Peter Houghton Memorial, trotting colts and geldings getting ready to go behind the gate, so we'll throw it up to Ken.